Hello and welcome back to OT the podcast. We're here to talk about watches, time, and how to spend it. My name is Felix Schultz.
And I'm Sandy Claus. And today we're putting a traditional spin on Christmas. It's going to be adventurous, it's going to be mischievous, and we've got some friendly elves to help us.
What are you talking about, Andy? What's happening?
Oh, mate, there's a lot of things happening. So the name says it all. We're playing watch matchmaking, but it's Kris Kringle style with some friends. We thought, let's get some of our guests, some of our friends, some of the really cool personalities that we've had on the show. Let's bring them all into the one Zoom, and randomly draw out each other's names for some Kris Kringle. So there's 2 rounds with various budgets, and there's pretty loose rules. But the only really rule is it's a 2020 release. Now, we wanted to do 2020 releases.
Yep, sure.
To kind of pull out the nice, new watches that have come out this year and overall come together and really kind of focus on ending the year on a positive note. So, do you want to know who's joining us?
Please, put me out of my misery. My Kringle.
This is the biggest title that I think we've had. We have Jenni Elle.
From YouTube.
She's at her third visit.
Mm-hmm.
We have Adrian Barker from Barkandjack.
From YouTube.
From the YouTubes. And barkandjack shop, which I'm sure he'll plug. We have Kat and Katlen from Tenn Two.
Also from Tennessee.
Y'all and Felix.
Who else do we have?
Me, and I'm playing Saint Nick. So, before we get into it, Felix.
Yeah.
I'm going to take a quick break, get the business out the way, and then we're going to dive into this Zoom.
Ho, ho, ho.
Here we go. Today's episode of OT the podcast is brought to you by eBay.
That makes sense. They do sell a wide selection of luxury watches.
For sure, Felix. Did you know that they sell a Rolex every 3 minutes?
Not just Rolex, Andy. You can find some amazing vintage and super rare watches on eBay.
Totally. Apparently, they sold a Richard Mille RM11, which is the flyback chrono, a little while ago for $148,000 US.
That is a lot of watch.
It sure is. So, for our American listeners, they've recently introduced a new service.
Yeah, so if you caught our episode a little while back now with Miles Fisher in it, you'll know all about the new service for the US. It's called Authenticity Guarantee.
So what's the story, Felix?
So Authenticity Guarantee is where independent experts authenticate your luxury watch purchase so you can shop with total confidence.
So say I missed that episode with Miles Fisher. How does it work?
It's quite simple. Browse and shop eBay's listings with the Authenticity Guarantee badge. When you buy an eligible watch, the seller sends it directly to a third-party authenticator. When it's there, leading industry experts confirm the watch and collateral matches the listing description. They also perform a multi-point physical authentication inspection, attach a security tag to the watch, and then it's shipped with a unique authentication card.
Kabam. Your watch is delivered safely via 2-day shipping with a signature required.
Andy, do you want to know what watches are eligible?
I sure do, Felix.
If it's a wristwatch listed at over $2,000 or expected to sell for over $2,000, it's included. Some popular brands and models are automatically included. Smartwatches, parts, and accessories are not, and neither are customized watches.
Do we pay more for this?
No, through Authenticity Guarantee, eBay picks up the tab on the authentication, as well as the 2-day secure shipping from the authenticator's facility to the buyer. Now, Andy, it is important to note that this is a US-only service at the moment, but eBay being eBay, they're always looking to expand into global markets.
For sure. Alrighty, so head to ebay.com/authenticwatches to learn more about eBay's Authenticity Guarantee.
With Authenticity Guarantee, there are no fakes, no frauds, and no doubt.
Alrighty, well, let's get back to the show. Alrighty, Felix. You don't know who everyone has. I'm the only one who knows.
It's a mystery.
Passing the presents around. I'm very excited. We've had to do this quite early in the piece. It was 6 a.m. I think for us.
Let's just say that Inglewood Coffee was getting a work out.
Oh yeah, I was up at I think 5:15 just to make a cup of coffee coffees with, cheeky yoga chef to put me in the mood.
Sure.
But that's to say that our guests weren't also at messed up time zones. I think Jenni Elle was up at like 9 o'clock. Who knows what time it was in Scotland? And I think it was an okay time zone in Tennessee. But
yeah, the joys of international meeting planning.
yeah, wrangling the six of us wasn't an easy feat. So we do appreciate that, and we appreciate everyone kind of making the time. And obviously, there was some homework involved. This wasn't a turn up and hit record. There was some work and some thought that went into it, as you'll see. So without further ado,
let's get on it. Let's get festive.
Let's dive into this Zoom. Well, Felix, today's a special episode. It's our jolliest episode yet.
Christmas in November.
Well, it's going to be published in December.
I know. I'm breaking the fourth wall.
We've broken walls and we've broken borders. We've got quite a few guests on the line for an OT Christmas special. Who's on the call, Felix?
We have world famous YouTuber, breaker of internets related to watches. I'm not going to say fellow Candy Pink Live owner. That's weird.
But you just did.
That's how we have Jenni Elle from Germany. She's wonderful. She's better than you.
Hello.
Okay.
Hailing from the wild north of Hadrian's Wall, we have Adrian. Should they rename that to Adrian's Wall? Adrian Barker from Barkandjack, another world watch-breaking famous interneter. And are you a Scotsman, or do you just live there?
I am actually Scottish. Okay. Well, I'm part Scottish, but apparently all English people who move to Scotland. Yeah, I'll talk.
Yeah, sure. It's a whole thing. Welcome, Adrian. It's lovely to have you.
Thank you.
And finally, 2 for the price of 10, Kat and Katlen, our favourite Tennesseans, Tennessee natives.
Tennesseans, right?
I'm not entirely sure.
Not Tennessean, just to be clear, not Tennessean.
We couldn't get Dolly on, so you guys will do.
We'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take it.
I think
we'll allow it.
And of course, the Eastern Suburbs one and only, Andy Pink Green Live.
And who are you?
My name's Felix Schultz.
What are we here to do, Felix?
I'm here to get myself off the naughty list.
Now, you are the only one on the naughty list.
I know.
But we'll let you participate because we're all lovely people. So we're going to play a game. We're going to play Watch Matchmaker, but we're going to do a bit of a Kris Kringle edition. What we've done is randomly drawn everyone on the call, and we've received someone else to pick a watch for, but not just one watch, 2 watches. So there's 2 rounds, and we'll go through round by round. The first round is the sort of 5K USD. Both prices are USD. It's sort of an everyday watch. The only rules with both rounds are it's got to be a 2020 release. Second round is 50,000 USD, and that's sort of in the theme of end game watches or growl watches, or, it's when we've made that YouTube money and we can retire and buy the solid gold piece. So that's going to be a bit more fun. Only other criteria is sort of best suited to their personality, having some very high profile. Well, actually, everyone on the call is very, very high profile. Their personality is out there and it's pretty obvious. So I think what we want to do is just get into it. And I think the first person we have up who can explain their choice and who it's for is Jenni Elle.
Okay, I'm going to go first. So I do say who I was picking a watch for. So Felix, this is for you. Yay.
Yes.
Okay, so I did
Does it have an alarm
notes.
complication on it?
No.
No, I should need one.
Okay. So I'm just going to quickly explain, right? Why I picked it.
Talk us through what it is, what you've got.
Well, this is the Oris Holstein Edition 2020, so it came out this year. It's a 43 millimeter Oris watch. It's all bronze, and it's like the Diver 65 chronograph, and it's limited to 250 pieces, so it is very special for special people. And the reason why I've picked this is because, Felix, you told me the story that you got holed up at the border by some Germans. Is that right?
Mm-hmm. In Frankfurt. Okay. Always in Frankfurt.
There we go. And so because you do have a very German name, I thought, how can I help you with a watch to identify as an Australian? And if you turn that watch around, you can see that it has the Oris teddy on the case back. Uh-huh. And though it's not a koala, it really looks a lot like one. And so I thought, when you wear this and someone is questioning your Australianness. You can just take your watch off and show the imprint of the koala bear and just pretend it's a koala and say, yes, I'm Australian. Here's the proof.
Is it the imprint of the koala bear on my wrist because it's like bronze and it's sort of gone?
Oh no, it's it's like the steel case bag and has the teddy on it, but it looks like a koala, and so you can just pretend it is one.
That's a wonderful rationale, and already I'm worried that I haven't put enough thought into this.
Oh, no
Exactly
worries.
what I'm thinking.
Leave it to the guys to just pick random watches while we ladies really put some work into our selection.
Just you wait. Wow.
yeah.
Do I respond now, Andy? What's the
Well,
formal rules of the debate?
Yeah,
now?
and so now it's Felix's turn. Well, but you can respond and then we'll get onto your selection.
That's great. I think that's. Let me just say, it makes a whole lot more sense with the backstory.
Right.
with the teddy bear.
Well, that's my nickname for you in private as well, Felix.
No, it's not. Maybe we could get a custom back done with it, make it even more koala-y. I don't know how we do that. We put
Put a drop bear on there.
a prawn in its hand or something.
That would be
I
lovely.
love it. That's legit cool, and it is one of the cool orises of recent times. I think I love that the dial layout. I would take it off the bracelet though. Bronze bracelet's too much for me.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Okay, what's next?
Nice work, Jenni Elle.
Hey, so this is for Kat.
Ooh.
Oh.
Sorry, I know you were expecting a lovely $5,000 watch.
Oh, wow.
But
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
let me
Save
go.
yourself.
So the first thing I did think, I immediately, given the budget and given you, I went to the new Omega SMP Necton. Am I saying that right? With the steel bezel and the black dial that was released this year. And then I looked, and you've essentially got the inverse of that already, yeah?
True. Very true.
So I'm like, well, and I did a comprehensive stalk of your Instagram. I'm not seeing much in the way of sort of dressy chronographs, which led me down the path to this. So what do you think of the watch?
I like it. So it's the Baltic.
Oh yeah, I should even say the watch, shouldn't I?
You probably
Bloody hell, I'm rough this morning. This, by the way, this is an accurate portrayal of me giving gifts. I'm terrible at it.
Just really awkward. Here.
Yeah, so sorry, I should do that. It's the Baltic Bicompax Chronograph 002. I went for the silver dial with the blue strap, though of course there's many options. You could probably, given the retail price of €540, have them all if you wanted.
What are you going to do with
True.
the other $4,000, Felix?
Well, I did have
Tight-ass.
some thoughts.
Do I need to hit next on the slide?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Is this where you redeem yourself?
I don't think so. Let's be honest.
Maybe round two. Alrighty. What's he got up?
You can also...
Best gift ever.
I know. So, fair warning, I'm legitimately considering buying this off eBay before it gets here. It's not a watch, but it is a promotional photo from the classic 70s movie, judging by the hair, 9 to 5, that has been signed by Dolly Parton
Yeah.
and Lily Tomlin. You get two icons for the price of one. It's also still only $700, so we're still around $3,500, shipping and taxes included, to play. You can also get lots of other Dolly memorabilia. You can get original vinyl. You can get a copy of her 1970-something Playboy. Oh, that's all for you. The choices are endless. But I thought the signed photo of Lily and Dolly was perhaps a nice... You could look at this while you check, the 9 to 5 time on your watch.
I love it. I absolutely love it. It's fantastic.
What about the watch?
And you said you didn't put any thought into this.
It's true. Well, the watch, no.
I actually do like the watch quite a bit.
I know, right?
So good choice. Good choice.
He's off to a rough start. Alrighty. Who's up next? Kat.
Is it? Oh yeah. So
Ooh.
I had Andy.
I'm so
And-
surprised.
So I went with the new Tudor Black Bay 58 Blue, and I went with this watch $5,000. Wait, is it?
That's Aussie, sorry. 5,000 Aussie.
Oh, okay. I was like, whoa. So you like a lot of vintage watches. You like a lot of vintage inspired watches. You definitely you have a lot of sport watches in your collection too. So I thought this was a great addition. And I don't know if you still have it, but you had the Tudor Snowflake at one point.
I do,
Do you
yeah.
still have that one?
Yeah.
So I thought
blue.
this would be a great little companion to your Snowflake. And then you could, knock this one around and not be so careful with it. It's not a vintage piece. But I thought this would look incredible on a NATO. We have someone on the show that sells quite a few of those. And
Who's that? Give me a plug?
who's that?
Yeah.
I can't remember his name now.
Wow.
It slipped my mind.
barkandjack.shop.
Maybe. Oh, that's right. It's Barkandjack. Yeah. Dog shop.
They're rubbish NATO, so I'm wearing one of them.
Yeah.
If they're in
Phrase,
stock, let's be
If there's
honest.
not.
Come on now.
We love you, Adrian.
We do. But yeah, I thought this would be a nice little companion to that Snowflake of yours.
Very
What do you
nice.
think? What do you
I love
think?
it. Well, I had the 58. I had the black 58 for like a year and a half. But I do have that matching vintage Snowflakes. It's a Submariner. What is it? 7016 with the blue. So that would be perfect. Can you imagine getting this as a gift though, like for Christmas? Just opening it up completely unexpected and getting like a black.
Are we
Bay
not
58?
actually getting these watches? Like,
check out front, guys. Check out
Andy,
front.
why do you think I
Yeah.
went the Baltic?
Yeah, exactly. That's what
Yeah. Well, yeah, we just funneled it all into us. Jeez, what a great watch though. Can you imagine? Like, imagine if this was just a complete surprise. It's the perfect watch to get as like a gift. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Or is the perfect watch the next watch?
So who did I have?
I don't know, mate.
Let's find out. Adrian. Boom.
Nice.
What have I gone? Bremont bronze broadsword. Sotek, I think it is. So that's the new one. In bronze with the sort of blue dial. Came out just a couple of weeks ago. Why did I choose it for Adrian? Well, I know he wasn't a fan of Bremont, and then he kind of became a bit of a fan of Bremont. And I feel like the broadsword is the watch to kind of get your foot in the door with the brand. It's a little bit smaller. It's not as big as the MB2 case. In bronze, I think it's quite a nice touch. It looks quite good with the blue dial. The price is again 5,000 Aussie, so well under the 5K USD budget. Obviously, they hail from the UK, London. Well, no, Henley in the United Kingdom. But yeah, I just thought as a new watch that came out this year, something different. The blue and the bronze is a pretty interesting dial and case combination. And again, if you wanted to put some interesting NATOs on a interesting looking case and dial, what better than the bronze broadsword?
Man, that's such a good shout. I was really impressed when this came out. I love it.
Have you seen it in person?
I've not seen him in person, but a good friend of mine who runs Wristworthy, he got hands-on with some of them, all of them actually, and sent me some photographs. And the dials look great. I think the dials are kind of the big selling point. They're quite large though, aren't they? Isn't this like 41 still or something?
Yeah, 40 or 41. I think it's 40. No, I should put that in.
Yeah, take that leather strap off and get a nice NATO on it, or a bashed up strap.
Barkandjack.shop. It's cool. I feel like even the hands having that sort of the same finish as the case looks really just interesting. And Felix, you're wearing a Bremont today?
Yeah. I've got a quick question though for you, Andy. What's Sotek?
It's a great question. I think that's, I don't know. I haven't checked.
Cool.
That's a great shout, though, man. I love that.
Thanks, Felix. Thanks.
That's
Anything
why I
else?
asked you, not anyone else.
Yeah, no. I think that's just like the model name. I think that's the color or something. Alrighty. So that brings up Adrian. And who's left?
So, I suddenly feel like I'm back at school again, where I didn't actually read the task that was set for homework, I just kind of half listened and then went off and did my own thing. Which is why we don't have a new watch for this year. This came out last year. So I've been whizzing through Houdinki, trying to find which watches have come out this year, so I can add another one.
Yeah, I think you've committed to this. Just come up with a clever backstory.
Okay, so my clever backstory is that I couldn't find anything good enough for Katlen that came out this year, and I only wanted the best for Katlen. So that's
what a champ.
That's why I went with this. And there's actually two options, because I did a bit of Instagram stalking, and you like tooly watches and you like field watches, so I thought this was a good shout. But there is also a grey white dial version, which I think is quite cool. So it was a toss-up between this and that. But this is quite a large field watch, and by your Instagram feed, it seems like you quite like your large field watches. So I hope you like it. If you don't like it, then I'll have it.
Very shameless of you. I love it. I've been looking at IW. So this is the IWC Spitfire. We're doing real great at saying what the one.
Oh yeah, well done. Yeah.
I've been wanting an IWC for a while, but I have a hard time finding exactly what I want. If this comes in a gray, I'm sold. So can I just exchange it? Would that hurt your feelings if I exchange it?
No, not at all. No. Honestly, I spent
sold.
far too long switching between the two of them, and the grey dial, black hands with white loom looks sick.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I'm glad you
strap
gave
looks
me the subpar one instead. So thank you.
Well, I thought I don't like the leather strap that comes on the grey dial. No, honestly, you'll see the leather strap. You think, yeah, that looks shit on leather strap. Sorry, that looks bad on leather strap. So it was more the strap that sold me on this one.
Adrian,
But you can get other straps at. Go on.
We need to pull it out of the bag for Tennessee the next round.
Oh, I have the
tense.
sickest watch
It's
for
tense.
the next round.
It's tense over there, yeah.
I don't know if it's new for this year, but it is. Seriously.
That strap does look a little stiff, though, doesn't it? Something more comfortable.
It's fine. I have tons of barkandjack NATO straps and leather straps to put it on. So it's all
Yeah,
good.
you do. I'm loving this episode.
Today's episode is brought to you by barkandjack Shop. Oh, wowee. So that for the price, is that over budget as well? That's got to be over budget.
No.
I mean, it's an older watch, so you can get it at discount.
Oh, for sure.
Get it used from our friends.
Adrian knows a guy, yeah.
Chrono 24.
Amazing. Alrighty. So that's round one, I think. Anyone left?
No. I need to present my gift. Don't rob me of this joy.
Sorry.
Oh, Andy.
Do not rob me of this joy. So my recipient is Jenni, and I was so excited when I opened that email. And so for the under $5,000 category, I am going with the Longines Heritage Classic Tuxedo, the version that has the small seconds at 6 o'clock, because 38.5 millimeter, but it's a little bit slimmer. I think Jenni just has this kind of bad A attitude. The woman shoots archery, like goes out with a bow and arrow. So I love that this has like kind of a really cool vintage field watch look to it. It looks like it can handle anything. It would look phenomenal on every different strap possible. And it's just kind of like classy and badassy. So this is my under $5,000 pick for Jenni.
Very nice. The dial reminds me of that scene from James Bond, you know, in the beginning when it does like the shots.
The gun?
Yeah.
No, I mean the
the gun
yeah,
barrel.
the opening into
down the
it,
barrel.
with the gun
That
barrel
stuff.
and yeah.
That's so cool.
You approve? I need
I
to
do
hear that you
approve.
like your gift. I do need to
I
hear
do
this.
approve.
Okay.
I really like the small second at 6. It reminds me of like it's very Bauhausy from like the style and everything.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely
That's very
approve.
cool.
Thanks.
That's a 2020 release, and it's like half the budget.
We read the email. It's
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
it is half the
Ooh.
budget. I didn't plan an alternative like what else you can do. I'll just give you the
No,
rest
that's
as a
fine.
gift card. You can do anything you want with it.
Is it $2,000 worth of David Hasselhoff memorabilia?
Why?
He's a
like him in
national
Germany.
hero.
He is like our Dolly. So we have Dolly and David Hasselhoff representing hard on the
Amazing.
show.
Amazing.
I actually made the suggestion recently to Felix and Adam Craniotes that, you know, the GPHG trophies that they give out?
Yeah.
The little creepy little hands, like this is making it.
It is such a weird
It
trophy.
makes no sense for a watch award, but we suggested that we put the Hoff in place of the hand, and that's the new GPHG award.
Grand Prix
And then we might get some
de
like
Hofferology
interesting.
de Jenni
Then you
That's awesome.
you'd get a good turnout, and maybe like finally Rolex and Patek would enter and bring some spice to the mix.
I think we need to move on, Andy. Andy, could we just take a break? I need a refill.
What are you drinking, Felix?
It's your classic filter roast from our new coffee sponsor, Inglewood Coffee Roasters.
Beverage sponsor Felix, we have made it.
Yeah, I've got a cheeky Yirgacheffe filter on the go at the moment. Ethiopian bean with some light floral notes. It's my daily, and I can't get enough.
Well, Felix, I'm actually punching out another double espresso using their Colombian Spirit of Peace espresso roast blend. It's sweet and biscuity.
So here's the deal. Use OT30, that's OT30, for 30% off your order at checkout. On top of that, Inglewood Coffee Roasters offer free shipping on all Victorian orders and Australia-wide when you spend more than $50.
Head to inglewoodcoffeeroasters.com.au to place an order today. We'll link that up. OT the podcast, fueled by Inglewood Coffee Roasters. Felix, fancy.
Yeah.
How does everyone feel about round one? How do we all feel about that before we get
pretty
into round two?
Yeah.
I'm having so much fun.
Yeah.
On a
So
scale
many
of 1
different
to,
watches.
on a scale of 1 to 10, can we go around the group as not just the watch, but an overall review? I don't want to.
All right, in that order. So Jenny first.
Of the watches that were shown.
No. Just the whole, just the schmozzleness and the quality and the overall.
It's very authentic.
Package.
Have you had a Christmas?
Well, that's
this is
a
a very
clear
authentic
11,
Kris
isn't it?
Kringle. Yeah.
I mean, duh.
What did you give it, sorry, Jenny?
I did say 11.
11. Okay, so I'm going to give it. I'll take a 1 off that and give it a 1. No, I won't. I think a 7. A 7 is fair. The other Kat, what do you
Brace yourself,
reckon?
Kat.
Oh, I mean, I think you're selling yourself short. This is like a 9 or a 10.
Oh, we should
Having
get
a good
guests on more
time.
often.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it an 11 as well.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow. Now I look like the
Do
arsehole.
the live stream.
Adrian.
Yeah, I'd say 11. This is great. I'm loving the little characters that you guys. It's not just watches. You've got
Yeah.
dudes with Santa hats on. Can't remember what that guy's name is. It's not
He doesn't even know. Oh my gosh. You don't know who
Thanos.
Thanos is?
Well-
Adrian, we're done. Like,
What?
don't you have small children?
Yeah, they would know because they're kids.
Small children watch
I'm an
this.
adult.
Small children watch all of the Avengers. Like, oh,
Uh,
I can't
this,
even
the reason for so just to explain it, we have an image of Thanos wearing a Santa hat. That
He looks very festive.
that I hurriedly Googled because this is the end game. Get it?
This is
Avengers.
round 2.
But before we do
Got
that,
it.
Katlen, out of 10, what are we? Did we do that already?
12, y'all.
Well,
Jeez.
wow, yeah. So
Wow.
Felix, you are really the dick in the scenario.
Well, yeah. That was mostly
Wow.
self-loathing.
Yeah, it makes sense. So for round two is where things get serious. Round 2 is where we have a bit of FU money, and we're really treating our friends 50k USD. It's the end game. This is the watch that puts the rest to bed. First up, we have again in the same order, Jenni Elle.
Yes. Oh, I'm so excited for this one.
Whoa.
So, boom, mic drop.
Boom.
There we go.
What's
This
that budget
is the,
again?
Oh, man.
it's slightly over budget, slightly. Okay, it's an end game. What do you
The
expect?
email said we didn't have to keep to budgets, okay?
Yeah.
I read it.
Adrian,
go.
We know your show.
Adrian kept a budget.
So, but you'll have to you'll see the reason for picking this one is very special, and I think
Right,
you
well,
will
what is it?
appreciate it. So it's the Moser Endeavour Tourbillon Venter Black with the black hands. It has a DLC coated case. It's 42 millimeters in diameter, and it has, like the name says, a tourbillon at 6 o'clock. And the reason for picking this watch is, Felix, I did a deep dive into your Instagram story
God.
archive.
Oh, no.
And I watched all of it. All of it.
jeez.
Believe me.
Oh,
It was amazing. You
I'm
know your
very
memes.
afraid.
And I also noticed that you wear black Birkenstock shoes when you travel.
yay! I'm wearing a pair at the moment.
Oh God,
See,
don't show us, please.
so I thought how I'm going to incorporate that in my watch choice. So I wanted to pick something that would fit your Birkenstock for when you travel again, hopefully soon.
The house shoes.
But I want also people to know that you are not only beauty but also brain. Hence the tourbillon at 6 o'clock. And there we go. You've got the Vanta Black from Warsaw. One of my all-time favorites.
Is black because of the color of my heart?
No, only because of the color of your Birkenstocks.
I mean, sure.
That's
That's
the only way I buy watches.
Yeah. I mean, have Birkenstock released any limited edition watches?
Not that I know of.
Let's change
But
it.
probably like limited edition shoes or something.
Yeah, sure. That's amazing. That's again, like, this is a case of the story bringing it together. Again, I've got anxiety about my next choice, but because of the thoughtfulness of this. But no, I love the Vanta Black. It's an incredible dial to see in person. The other reason you could have chosen this for me equally well, especially with the black hands, is because I never know what the time is and I'm never on time.
Does it have an
That's
alarm function?
No, it's a hard watch to read though. Just there's no legibility at all.
It's a black hole, basically.
It is a black hole on the wrist.
Perfect for Felix then. 69,000 Swiss francs, so that is over budget. Very generous of you, Jenni Elle.
Well, what are you going to do? Andy, I now have some, selection anxiety, but I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident about this one.
Can't get any worse, to be fair, Felix. It can't get any worse for you. Oh, it just did.
Ooh,
So, okay. So
I see you.
So I've gone for. I'm working it out now. I'm going to say what the watch is called first up. The Grand Secours 60th Anniversary Limited Edition, reference number SLGH002 for everyone playing at home. I would also like everyone to notice and acknowledge that I am under budget, yet not heinously under budget, at 43,000 United States dollars.
Okay.
Nice.
So this watch, it's also a 2020 release. It's a classic sort of 40mm Grand Seiko case. It's got their new, very cool movement, which I'm currently looking up what it's called because I foolishly deleted it from the thing. It's the 9SA5, which is their big deal, their next generation movement. But all that's sort of beside the point. I chose this because it's an exit watch. It's got to be gold. I also think it's got to be. I don't know how you feel about yellow gold. Is that okay?
I love it.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the main
Yeah.
concern, and it's also like just pretty versatile, but like it's sort of the gold Rolex equivalent. Like you've had 50 years in the company, in 1972 retire. Well done, but it's sort of for the modern age. It's versatile. It's gold. It's not over the top. You could live the rest of your life with this watch happily, and it's cool.
Yeah. Felix, I love it.
Yes.
Like, I really do. Like, I love this watch. Good job.
Thanks. I also think it would look great
Yeah.
on a barkandjack NATO, like in a sort
It
of.
would look amazing.
We'll link up
I've
some
got to
great
interject there.
options.
I don't think it would look good on a Barkandjack NATO, but one of our leather straps, it would look.
Yeah.
I agree.
yeah.
Definitely agree with that.
No, honestly, I think it'd look good on a NATO.
Can I just say, Felix?
Yeah.
This might be the best select, just purely off of the reference. Is that the license plate of Santa's like weekend?
Oh, so you mean SLGH002? No, it's his weekend. Yeah, it's his
Weekend
sporty
sleigh,
one.
Yeah. It's literally sleigh.
Yeah, that was deliberate.
I love that.
No, it
This is
wasn't.
a beautiful,
cool.
beautiful watch.
And it's lovely.
Yeah, I
it's,
like it a lot.
it's like it's cool. It's new, and it's. I mean, you just can't go wrong with Grand Seiko, which is why.
No, you can't.
Yeah. Anyway,
I agree.
that's me done.
Alrighty.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
It's very generous.
All right.
and Good way to
is
make
my
it up,
turn?
Felix. Alrighty, who's next?
Me.
Oh,
Okay. All right. So I went slightly over budget here. Coming in at 59,000 US dollars. I picked the AP Royal Oak chronograph limited edition in 18 karat white gold. So I know you're looking at this, Andy, and you're like, I don't know if this is for me, but listen to me, okay? you recently got the candy pink, the Oyster Perpetual, and so you're kind of getting used to these brighter colors now. I think you're warming up to them a little bit more. And just to clarify, this was a 2020 release. And I feel like you need a little bit more brightness in your collection. So why not go with this watch? And there's only, what was it, like 100 of them?
Yeah.
100, yeah.
Yeah, I think there's only 100 of them, yeah. Oh, yeah, you put it on there. My bad. And what else was I going to... Oh, so it's a mid-size watch, 38 millimeter. I know you don't usually go for, like, the bigger watches. You like the smaller mid-size range a little bit more. And I just feel like you don't really like dress watches either, so I didn't want to get you a dress watch. I wanted to get you something that was sporty and, you could wear it every day. It's got this beautiful, like, ice blue dial.
I've won Christmas. This is the best. This is actually perfect. I love this watch.
You're not-
Ice blue
Do you
dial.
like it, actually?
I love it, yeah.
Andy?
I love it.
The only thing I actually I don't like the date placement on it because it's that ugly 4 o'clock date. But other than that, I think
Way to
I'm
sell
okay.
it.
Yeah,
Great-
you're
I'm
not,
okay with
great
it.
you're not
gift
allowed to
seller.
flip it on Boxing Day.
Wow, white gold with the ice blue dial. This is the latest AP that has stood out to me. I love it, and the Chrono 2 in the mid-size. One of the guys on Insta bought the mid-size and just looks so good. Oh,
Yeah.
perfect. I've won.
I
Christmas.
heard they were actually like really small too.
I mean, on the bracelet with those lugs, they wear bigger. I'm here for this.
Really?
This is amazing. Wow.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you. I love this selection. I love this. This is very cool and very special. You know, that one of 100. Wow. You've nailed that. Well done. I love the thought as well.
Andy, you got to go back to the tree and get someone else a present now. You can't just play with yours for the
I
rest
just
of the
want to
day.
go run outside. I'm outside taking wrist shots in my head. Alrighty. I think I've got something good coming up.
Is it in budget? Oh, it's not in budget. What a surprise.
Oh, man.
Boom. Here we go, Adrian. Here we go. So this is the Vacheron Overseas self-winding in pink gold with the blue dial. Priced at 55,000 USD. So I'm 10% over, but that's okay. We'll sell some extra straps and we'll get you there. This is a 2020 release, surprisingly, in 41 millimeters. I think you get it on a couple of different straps as well. It is 11 millimeters thick. So it's, in my head, that's very, very thin for a watch. Why did I choose this for you? Well, I feel like your end game is a gold watch. And I think that going the gold Rolex it's not going to be an end game for you because it's too within the world of, the realms of possibility. For you, the end game is a serious sort of high-end piece. I know that you like Vacheron. I know that this with the blue dial would be special enough for you to kind of really enjoy. And I can also see, why I bought it, or my reviews on the Vacheron self-winding in pink gold with blue dial would really pop on YouTube because I don't think I've seen too many of them.
Good
But
for SEO.
yeah, it's good SEO on this one. But I did my best to stick to the budget, find something from 2020 that was still special. And for me, like personally, this is probably me like projecting onto you, but as an end game piece, like precious metal, special dial, really like high end, haute horology in terms of the movement and everything that goes into it from a brand. VC is one of the kings. I just think it's stunning, and I think for 41 millimeters, it's 41 millimeters. It's a good size still. It's wearable, especially on sort of the leather strap that you can get it on. And I think there's also a rubber that comes with it. So I'm sorry, but maybe you can retrofit some barkandjack on there. But I don't know. What do you think?
Dude, you've nailed these. Both of these are spot on. This is I'd say my ultimate grail overseas would be the travel time, but this would absolutely work. Love it. I love yellow gold, love blue. Is it yellow gold or pink gold?
Pink gold.
Pink.
That would work. But the blue dial is just sick.
I like.
And these
I
work.
really.
Although it's 41, this wears well.
You're also being very, very polite not to point out the obvious flaw and the reason why this is a terrible choice.
Oh, don't go on.
It won't fit any barkandjack straps.
I already said that. He'll retrofit
He's
some,
already- he's-
Oh,
he's
no, you can't.
But it's
To
it's
be
a new
fair, this
range.
is not a watch you put on any other strap other
It's a
than
new
that solid gold
range. It's
bracelet.
the barkandjack VC edition. Yeah, mate.
or maybe this is the start of a relationship, and there's going to be a Barkandjack limited edition
Collab.
VC.
BJVC.
Overseas. What? Siri just tried to talk to me there. Siri interrupted my.
Siri was saving you from Felix's nonsense.
Thank
Oh,
goodness.
really? Yeah.
Goodness.
So no, yes,
All right.
that's great, man. Love it. Happy with that.
Yeah, I love that watch too. Alrighty.
Boom.
Jeez.
Oh,
Okay.
I can't help but feel this is a bit of a mic drop. I also feel like I've kind of bought watches that I want. But this is a 2020 release, so I got this right flukily. But this is for Katlen. And this
What is it?
is it's in Royal Oak, but a 37mm yellow gold Royal Oak with a blue dial and 40 diamonds around the bezel.
Mm-hmm.
Now, having looked
I would
again,
like to know how you came to this. Very intrigued.
oh, from that, the tone of your voice and the spacing of the words that you used there, this is a bad choice. But let me try and sell it then.
Okay.
So I chose this because it's
You can flip it for a profit. It's fine. Keep the receipt.
Thank
you can
you.
flip it for a profit. But no, I chose this because I get the feeling, and I'm going to have to be a little bit sexist with my descriptions because I'm not clever enough to describe things in other ways. But I get the feeling you like traditionally more masculine watches, but they often have a little touch of feminine to them. And so this is quite an aggressive looking watch, yet it has quite an obvious touch of elegance to it. Maybe aggression and elegance would have been better words to use than feminine and masculine. But that's why I went with it. I thought a bit of gold because it's endgame, it's high-end horology, being AP. It's a kick-ass watch being the Royal Oak, and then you got the specialness of the diamonds. And don't girls like diamonds? Have I sold it yet?
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I will totally wear the hell out of a solid yellow gold AP with diamond bezel. I'll wear the hell out of it. So, yeah. Thank you.
Okay, you're being polite.
Again, but we've got to send something nice to Tennessee.
we've lost Tennessee.
They're never going to talk to us again.
It's also in budget.
Is Dolly Parton on Cameo? Can we just check?
No, she's too cool for that. The price for that one, if anyone was wondering, is $44.5 for the silver. I assume the blue's like maybe only 20k more.
It was very thoughtful, and I do appreciate it.
Keep the receipts. That's all I can say. Is keep the
I
receipts.
can't- Kat's looking at me.
I've got a wife. I know
It is.
exactly what that means.
It's fine.
Andy,
I'm not
Adrian,
the
it's
biggest fan
fine.
of yellow
It's
gold,
fine.
but I'll wear
it's
it.
fine.
I will for you. I will wear it. I expect this
Thank
in the
you.
post, right? Like it's over in our mailbox right now, right?
what you can do for
It
the
is, yeah.
flexen, if you don't like the yellow gold, PVD it and custom it. And just be like, that'll like make your traffic bananas.
Oh my god, it would be amazing. I would do it just to troll people.
Yeah.
Oh man, thank you, Adrian.
Yeah, you don't mean that.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Is this still 11 out of 10?
All right, so for Jenni Elle. My in-game watch for her. I don't care about budget because it's the freaking holidays. Who sticks to a budget during the holidays anyways? So for $61,000, Jenni Elle is getting the Cartier Privé asymmetric skeleton. Absolutely baller watch. It's different than the traditional Cartier tank. I'm obsessed with this watch, and I figured maybe I'm just projecting, but I assume Jenni would be too. It comes in white gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. I think the yellow gold's a much more traditional color, and I like the strap combination with it. The skeleton is just like, I don't know, it's super subtle and just it's classy, it's sexy, but it's kind of bold and different too. And it's not super traditional, which Jenni is not a super traditional kind of girl. So I think it's perfect.
That is perfect.
Yes.
I do love everything that is asymmetric with Cartier is just, that's my weak spot, and you nailed it. I've never seen this one before. I keep tilting my head to
I'm
get a good
obsessed.
look
It was
of it.
released. When was these released? Like in April
It's like
or
March,
May?
I think. Yeah, early this
Oh,
year.
in April. Shout out to Hodinky for that 2020 Watch release section.
Yeah.
So good.
All of us, I'm sure, were on there except for Adrian.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was amazing.
that.
Hands up if you did use the Hodinky 2020 release section.
Everyone's got their hands up.
I
Everybody
actually
but
did.
Adrian.
I just got lost.
Yeah, amazing.
It's
Oh,
a
what
service
watch.
they provide.
Thank you.
What a watch.
You are well. Merry
That
Christmas,
is-
Jenny.
that is
this
phenomenal.
is not in the post, just so you know, but
Oh,
in my spirit, it is.
Oh, well, that's enough. Thank you. Merry Christmas to everybody.
Wow, what a well done selection all round, except
I
for
know.
Adrian.
I do think the girls nailed this one
Yeah.
Yeah.
with the choices.
Goes to show. You've got to put the thought in. Although I did really well. I'm
Sure you
so
did,
happy
Andy.
with-
Sure you did.
With my choices. No, as in the watches I got, the Tudor.
Oh yeah, yeah,
8B.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I feel like if I got that Tudor for Christmas, it'd be amazing.
Yeah,
All right, so let's do it again.
Won Kris Kringle.
Well, out of 11, how are we rating round 2?
Oh, I start, right? No?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm still blown away by the Cartier. I would rate this a 12 even. I think that round was
12.
even better. I love that we went over budget for some watches. I'm a big
It's
fan
Christmas.
of going over budget. I only live once, so
Amen.
thank
So
you.
12 out of 11 for you, yeah?
Feels it's gonna be like a 6.
Nah, look, this was much. I think I maybe landed my select for Cat a little bit better, which makes me feel good because I was invested in that choice. I love the Birkenstock reference. That made me happy on several levels as well. So I'm going to give this. This was really, really great. It was good chat. I think this is definitely 8 out of 11. 8 out of 12.
Hey,
Yeah.
can I just ask Felix, are you changing how you pronounce Birkenstock as a result of Jenni Elle's input?
Yeah, sure.
It's now
Yeah,
Birkenstock.
I'm loving my Birkenstocks produced in.
I will have you speaking German by the end of this.
Well, please, that's a bad idea. Who's next?
Kat?
Me. So I side with Jenny on this one. I think 12 out of 11 is pretty good. This round was awesome, and I think much more thought from everyone and their picks in this category. Which it's a little bit more fun when you have a little bit of a
When
bigger
you've got
budget.
the money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I give it a 12 as well. I think you have to put the thought in when you're spending the big bucks. And also what I realized going through it was like 50 grand US. It sounds weird, but it's actually like a hard amount of money to spend because the normal watches that you would just like gravitate towards to if you're like, oh fuck, I've got 50 grand, I'll go buy this watch or that watch. It's like you can't really get them. So then you have to really start looking. And so many watches are like 75 or 30 and actually finding like 2020 releases with that pricing was quite tricky for me.
Yeah, you do have
so
problem with budgets. Yeah.
No, it's just it's not like there's a if Hodinky again had it all categorized by price as well, that would save us a lot of work. But
Those
it's like really
slackers.
tricky.
Can you please add that feature into your website, Hodinky? Maybe
Yeah,
your
please.
engineers, if you're listening.
Nuri, come on, man. But it was just it's a fascinating price point to be in because it's sort of like everything seemed to be like 10 or 20 grand either side of it, or it just goes over 100 grand and then price doesn't apparently matter that much anymore. So yeah, interesting. But I give it a 12.
Nice.
Who's next?
Adrian.
Next. I'd give that a 2 out of 10. And I was so excited about I spent ages. Yeah, and rightly so. So this is actually a boutique.
Do you know how many straps you had to sell?
edition. This is a boutique edition AP. You can only get this in the boutiques, and this is over budget. So I spent more money on you than what I should. I regret what I did.
Getting angry now.
Did you say that what
Adrian,
you should
can I just say-
Oh my god.
Can I just say maybe you should only give yourself a 2 and the overall experience something higher.
3. No, I don't, guys, I'm loving this, and I'm very happy with my Christmas presents. And I should just stop buying for myself and start buying for other people. I think that's what my problem is.
Well, we're seasoned pros by now after 6 or 7 months of doing it, Felix.
Who's up next on the old Rankomo?
Oh, I
Katlen.
am, and I'm gonna say it's a 12. Like, I mean, honestly, this is so much fun, and I like spending other people's money or spending imaginary money. So I'm totally down for it. And Adrian, I'm sorry, I love you. I feel
No,
so
you don't.
terrible. Apparently, I'm accidentally an asshole to a lot of people lately. So
I feel you.
I will still. I appreciate the thought that went into it, and I feel bad now knowing that you put thought into it, which you did, and you were just trying to make stuff up as you went. But it's okay.
I do talk bullshit, but honestly, I did think about that one.
Oh fuck! All right. Well, thank you.
This is going to spin off into some like
Jesus.
kind of
Adrian
international
is never gonna,
beef,
He's
isn't it?
blocking me on WhatsApp and Instagram right now.
God.
So
This is
is
going to
someone
be
talking?
YouTube.
Oh,
over to-
rude.
Oh,
Rude.
wow.
Isn't this
Can't
like a
wait to
real
go to
Christmas though?
Scotland
This is
next
the real
year.
Christmas experience. There's always people that are really happy with their choices. There are always people that like put more effort in than they got back.
Salty Uncle Adrian.
A couple of people just don't talk to each other again until next Christmas. Adrian's just not participating in Kris Kringle next year. He's like, nah, I don't do it.
I don't know what about me said yellow, gold, and diamonds, but I appreciate that you see that side of me because I don't see that in myself. So thank you. Maybe you've inspired me, and I'm gonna go get yellow, gold, and diamonds.
I think you should.
Okay.
I think I think there's always next year to look forward to, Andy.
If we're still talking to each other, yeah. Oh, this is amazing. Well, there we go. That was fun. We'll link up everyone's choices and hopefully everyone's still friends by the time this comes out. That was a hot one. What we want to do while we have the world's leading watch authorities on the line is ask...
Is Ben Climber here?
Ben just had to...
He stepped out. Yeah, sure.
He's just at the post office organising those APs.
Yep.
Waiting in line. What I want to hear is 2020 has been a bit of a rocky year, and the reason we chose 2020 releases for these challenges, I should say, is because we wanted to pull out sort of some of the good things in the watch world that have popped up this year, and looking at some of the new releases, it's kind of a reminder that there was some interesting stuff. So with that said, the fairs next year obviously cancelled at this point. Things like Broadsword, SIHH, Watches and Wonders, whatever it is. What I want to go around and just ask everyone is sort of what do they hope to get out of 2021? What are we hoping, the watch world delivers? Could be watches, it could be a change in some sort of industry, it could be a change in leadership, whatever it is. But I want to ask everyone, put them all on the spot. Felix, maybe you can.
I'll wrap up. No, I'll wrap up.
You'll wrap up.
Yep.
You're just going to.
I'll bring it home.
Everyone's
I
answers.
want to hear what other people think first. Like I think I've got thoughts, and everyone that listens probably knows what I think about stuff. But I think we've got to showcase our talented and charming guests.
Jenny, do you have something you want to start?
So did I understand you right when you what I'm expecting of 2021?
Yeah, what would you like to see out of 2021?
Well, I do hope. You know what I really hope for, and I know some people might disagree, but that's okay. I was so excited when the whole Tudor Black Bay 58 Navy thing happened. I want to relive that next year. I want exciting new releases, for me at least, exciting. I want drama in the watch world, but the good kind of drama, not the bad kind of drama. I want to get all sorts of teasers on Instagram from brands and guess what's about to come. I like that. I wish there's more of it, so I'm hoping for more.
Yeah.
For more guessing and all
that.
that stuff.
Good answer.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Well, there's been plenty of drama on this call, so we'll just keep stoking away at that. Felix, you can't wrap up. You have to follow the order.
Okay. Of course, the order. Sorry. Well, that was my cunning ploy of I haven't properly thought of something. And wanted to give myself 4 people to come up with a great idea. The obvious one is maybe a 41 millimeter Candy Pink Oyster Perpetual.
I'm for that.
But I think
I'd still do the
while
36.
Andy would have said that a few
For
months ago, now
39.
he's like team. Actually, yeah, that's a great one. I want Andy to stop being 36 millimeter guy. I don't know how to deal with it. But seriously, look, I think I just want. How do I say this in like a succinct sentence or two? I would really like, I think, a little bit more sort of unity maybe, or like pulling together from the watch industry in general, like all bits of it. Like at the start of like the pandemic, I think that was a really nice thing, that everyone sort of, you know, was still happy and had the spirit of, oh, we can get through this together. But now it's a bit more, you know, back to business as usual, and sort of, you know, sniping your competitors, and, you know, a little bit more business, quote unquote. And I think if we maybe, I was hoping that with the April show in Geneva, that like Rolex and Watches and Wonders would be like a good moment of solidarity for the industry. But maybe we can find something else around that. Like, you know, we spoke recently about the GPHG as a, you know, a great opportunity to unify an industry that's in a tricky place. I don't think that necessarily will happen for 2021, but maybe there'll be something else. Maybe there'll be like a more inclusive digital platform, or I don't know. I don't know what it looks like. That's me done. Something that brings the watch people together.
Cat.
Oh,
That's nice. I like that.
Vague and nice. That's me.
I just want everyone to be friends.
Well, do you know what I
World
mean?
peace.
Like, did I explain that at all?
World peace.
No, you did. I thought that was really nice.
Thank you.
And I agree with both your point, Felix, and Jenny's too. As far as nothing really specific as far as watches go, but I did like, you mentioned the beginning of the pandemic, we noticed people coming together, and we noticed a lot of brands being a little bit more active on social media, and a little bit closer to the community and what they're asking for. And I like to see that. I like brands being a little bit more involved with the community. And I hope that, to me, I hope that continues on even after we kind of come out of all this. So I think that's probably my hope for next year. And then I kind of hope this green dial trend continues on as well. Yeah. Love me some green dials. But you guys have you've really nailed it. So that's about the only thing I can say right now, I can think of. Yeah.
I like that. World peace, according to Felix. I want the watch community to get a little bit less trolly, I think, in the comments.
World
know,
peace
I'm a
from
bit-
Andy too.
I wasn't going to go there.
They can at me if they want.
Stop being dicks, guys.
I'm just a bit over it. I'm just a bit over, like, you know, like the travel clock memes. Like, it was good for like a couple of weeks, but I'm a little bit over it. I think it's time to move on and just sort of get some perspective and, yeah, kind of realize. And that's just not like obviously towards Hodinkee, but I think there are a lot of great platforms that invest a lot of time. And, you know, as you guys know, when you put, you know, work and energy and money into building content and platforms, and then you have an audience that doesn't directly pay you, like, you know, you rely on other means to kind of facilitate the growth and the continuation of it. And I don't know, I don't like seeing people not like enjoy content for free for, you know, 5 years, and then the second someone tries to make money, just, you know, pile on. I'm a bit sick of seeing that. Like, it's not entirely fair, but it's not like a well-rounded approach or opinion. Like, it's just, yeah, I think it's it can be a little bit childish.
Andy, we're just going to have a quick break for our sponsors.
Yes.
Is this Bark and Jack? Bark and Jack straps?
People.
I'm allowed to
Bark and
troll
Jack
Andy.
straps. No, you can troll me, but it's just like, you know, when you have people that, you know, invest in time and put money into doing this like really, really good content, and like, you know, everyone on here would have spent a week on a piece of content, and then to put it out and then have people disregard all of that effort because you did, you know, one thing to like make some money to pay for whatever, you know. Look at everyone on the call. Everyone's in their studios. Like, this stuff doesn't cost like $0. Like, it costs money.
Yeah.
And it also, it's so much time, and like even the money that gets brought in, like it doesn't, you know, equate to the time. Like, I don't know. It grinds my gears a little bit, but but what, like, I understand like the trolling side of things, but also if it's not even related, like you see, Hodinkee that has 60 people working there, and it's like the assumption that, someone who's just spent a week writing an article has anything to do with, the commercial team that's probably like 10 people, on another floor now at this point is ridiculous. And you just need to be able to kind of separate those things out and kind of appreciate that, maybe A funds B, and yes, there's some interrelation, but, I just have some perspective and some, I guess thoughtfulness when you decide to just troll people's work. And this hasn't even happened to me. I just see it happen and I just get bored of it. And it's like, it makes me not want to, jump on.
World peace.
Yeah.
Hit me, Adrian. You go.
Agree.
So a lot of people are pulling out of the shows next year. And so I think it'd be really interesting, especially after quite a few brands jumped on the whole digital launches. Of course, I want world peace and everyone to be happy. But I'm really looking forward to seeing how brands embrace digital for next year. So Richemont have pulled out Watches Wonders, Rolex, Patek, and all of those guys. They're not attending physical shows next year. So it'll be interesting to see how, with this much lead up to April, how they whether they do something in April, but how they embrace tech and how they go about launching watches. Because Rolex have to launch a watch next year. It's the 50th anniversary of the Explorer 2. So there's going to be a new Explorer 2. So it'll be interesting to see how they ramp that up and how they embrace technology from a digital perspective. So that's what I'm looking forward to.
To the point. I like it.
Katlen?
I think kind of spinning off of what everybody else has said, I have two parts. So for like the actual watch brands, things like that, I've kind of enjoyed this year in the sense that nothing's been scheduled releases. Everything's just kind of random, and it's so exciting to like get up in the morning and pull out, because we're 6 hours behind everybody. So, when I get up in the morning and I open my phone and I see the emails on the press releases and things like that, like it's kind of fun and exciting. It's a little stressful on our side of it, but it's fun, and nothing's really kind of scheduled or predetermined. And I think that that leads to an excitement that wasn't here before when, brands launch everything in March, and then, we wait around all year to even get them in stores and things like that. So I think that's a exciting part of the hobby that I've really enjoyed this year, and I hope it continues next year. And on the people side, I hope people just respect each other and be nice to one another. Piggybacking off of everybody else's comments, so it's just watches, y'all. Like, for real. So can we calm down a little bit? Like, none of us are curing cancer. None of us are curing COVID. Like, we're not rocket science. We're genuine watch enthusiasts who are just sharing content, and I hate seeing all the negativity lately. Takes the fun out of doing any of this and posting on Instagram or whatever. It really kind of makes it less fun. So just be positive. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. That's it.
Nice.
Nobody's mama told them that, apparently. So. I don't know.
And that's such a true point about, like, that was one of the great things for me this year, was like that excitement, like, oh, someone's releasing a brand and not when you expect, or a watch not when you expect. That is so, that's something I definitely want to see carried through, that sort of sense of what's going to happen next, which is really, really cool.
Yeah, it's like chaos.
But it's just, it makes it a little bit more interesting, even if the watches are, the same sort of stuff. You don't know, maybe they can pull something out of the bag. It's a possibility. It's great.
Yeah.
It's exciting. How good.
Well,
that's a note, isn't it? That's a note to finish on.
I think our hypothetical Christmas, it's now the afternoon where maybe
this is when we've had the whiskey.
We've eaten too much. We're watching the Queen's speech.
I don't think we do.
I said Christmas. She does a Queen's speech.
Dolly
thing.
doesn't speak on Christmas, man. She's a family woman.
Doesn't
Can
she?
I ask?
Or is it the Boxing Day?
Yeah. Show for a second.
Every
and can I ask, what is everybody's one family like Christmas tradition? Since this is a Christmas episode, like, what's the one thing you look forward to every Christmas?
Oof.
Food.
Adrian,
Well, my
Uncle
dad
Adrian's gifts.
makes his own schnapps,
Nice.
and we drink a lot of that.
Food, getting drunk. What else do we got?
It's getting
Now
drunk,
about
isn't it, in the afternoon?
traditions. I still stay up all night. Like even
Do you?
like I'm not waiting on anybody, but I like staying up, like with the Christmas tree on, and just hanging out all night.
I same, but like for me, I put a lot of effort into like that Christmas morning, like as a mom. So like I love being OCD about it the whole night before, and just like repositioning the way presents. I'm a psychopath. Like repositioning the way presents look under the tree so that they're prettier.
Jeez Louise.
Yeah, like getting breakfast ready and stuff like that. Like I really, but I'm by myself. Like everybody's in bed. You know, I just have a few drinks and just sit there with the lights on and
Wait for
like,
Santa.
Yeah, being Santa is
Are you-
boss. I love it. So,
Are you,
what about
so
you guys?
I saw your Halloween outfits. Are we going to expect something similar for Christmas?
Yes,
don't think
please.
so.
That was amazing. I remember I screenshot it straight away. I was like, Felix, oh my God.
That was
It
so
was so
good.
fun. It was the most fun we could have for sure.
That was hectic. I love that.
What about
was-
you guys, Andy and Felix?
Well, for me, again, I'm going to be suitably on brand for a Grinchy sort of thing, but I don't actually mean this in a negative way. Christmas for me is like so hectic. Like it's a lot of travel and it's a lot of like different family commitments. So what I really enjoy, we'll try and keep some of Christmas Day for like just immediate family, but the real moment of peace for me happens after all the family things, and I can just sort of like I don't have to go anywhere. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to make anything. I don't have to clean anything. I can just hang out with my immediate family. So the real Christmas happens between, Boxing Day and New Year's typically, or, early 2021.
Oh.
So, yeah, that's
Do
sort
you
of like
guys
a
have
delayed
kids?
Christmas. Yeah, I got one.
Felix does, I don't. But I started a tradition a couple of years ago, which was going out for a coffee, like an early-ish morning coffee, because I realized between like 7 and 9 a.m. not that much happens on Christmas once you're an adult, which I've been for just a couple of years now. Not that much happens, right? Because either you have like morning plans and they're at like 10 or 11, or it's lunch or it's
Or
dinner.
you're getting crap in the car,
And it turned out like if you'd gone home to like, your family or whatever for Christmas lunch, it was just way too stressful. Mums and dads were
you
like
just
busy
get-
like
oh my
running
God,
around.
you're not helping?
So I just
You're
fucking
like,
bail.
Oh,
No, I was like,
Andy,
I can't be here. I
Andy.
bail for a couple of hours and I go have like a Christmas coffee with a couple of friends.
That's the
and
worst.
That's the best.
Help your mum.
Nah, she's
Yeah,
fine.
help your mom. That is a little.
Yeah, I help her later. But it just I help by getting out of the way because
Whoa.
otherwise,
Actually, I can respect that 100%.
yeah. See, thank you, Felix. You're off the money today, aren't you? You're just missing all the shots. But yeah, that's what I like. I like sort of seeing family. I like seeing friends as well on Christmas. It's like nice to mix things up.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Was that it? Has everyone said what they think Christmas is great for?
Yeah.
I think everyone has.
Food, alcohol, alone time.
Oh,
is
Michael
basically
Bublé as
where
well.
we're at.
Oh, Michael
How do we
Bublé.
get
I think I can get
Hey,
behind
you got to get the Christmas tunes on. You got to get the Christmas.
Yeah.
a bit of Mariah. I don't mind a bit of Mariah.
I just have
Only
the
on
last
Christmas Day.
unicorn on replay the whole time.
Jenny, that's like one of my favorite movies ever.
Mine too. It's
Oh
such a
my
Christmas
gosh.
movie.
I haven't seen that movie in years. Oh, I have to find it. Oh, my heart.
It's so good, but it's all the witch is really scary. The witch always scared me.
I love it. Oh, I love this. Well, guys, thank you for joining us for Christmas. Go around the room again, Felix. Thank
Again?
everyone, please.
Oh,
Individually.
God.
You can thank everyone.
Well, I mean, let's
at the
start by
screen.
saying Happy Christmas to everyone.
Yeah.
Jenni Elle, may you have a wonderful
wunderbar.
wunderbar New Year's Eve, which I believe is when you
Dankeschön.
celebrate.
Vielen Dank.
Adrian, you have a wonderful Hogmanay in...
You do a Scottish accent?
No, I'm not, because I'm not that guy. Kat and Katlen, I don't know. Do you celebrate? I mean, Thanksgiving's coming up as well, so have a great Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year. Andy, please, can you get those notes to me by the end of the day? We've got to, prepare that email. No, thank you,
Guys, thank you so much for
Andy.
coming on.
It's been wonderful, and we really appreciate the time. And also, I think Andy for putting this amazing amount of logistics together. Well done.
Oh my gosh.
So stressful.
yeah,
I'm just glad this is over. This
fancy.
felt like real Christmas, to be fair.
Oh.
My fear was I'll just fuck up the names. I'll just be like, oh, I've forgotten someone. The amount of times I just checked, I was just like, Katlen.
Yeah, did I thank everyone?
I was like, this is a disaster if I forget someone.
Yeah.
Or I give them the same person. That was a lot of fun and far less stressful than I thought. Well, no, actually, it was very stressful. It was far more successful than I thought.
Yeah, it's
it was
good.
gonna be.
Good select from most of us. Most of us.
No names, no
Most
things.
of us.
Isn't that always the case with the holiday season?
Oh, yeah,
Someone
it's a
always,
mixed
you know.
bag, eh? But I also thought, before we get into the usual round of, thank yous and congratulations, we should also maybe mention another video that we have appeared in with all of the same people.
I know.
Adrian from Barkandjack, who you've heard before, plugging his shop, he put up like a YouTube Rewind 2020 that saw us get out onto a bridge and do a quick little, things we've been into, along with a bunch of other YouTubers and cool people,
It's been a
including.
minute since we've been on video, hasn't it?
Yeah, it felt like old times. But
A few people were messaging saying, guys, you need to get a YouTube channel or get a website together.
oof, I mean that's 2021, isn't it? Or not?
Oh, maybe.
Who knows? Let's see
If
what
anyone's
happens.
made it this far, you've told them our grand plans.
Anyway, we'll link that up. But we do have
Yes,
to. We do
yeah,
have
it's
to
a great
get
video.
going. But before we do that, we need to thank some people. We need
Yep.
to thank eBay. They're
Thank you, eBay.
our episode sponsors. Check out their links. Maybe get yourself a watch for the festive season. We also need to thank our new coffee sponsor, Jinglewood. Yeah,
Oh, you've been waiting to do that.
I have. I've been
Inglewood
waiting
Coffee
all
Roasters,
year.
OT30, that's the code. Thank you to all the guests that joined. We're going to link up everyone's profiles, everyone's accounts. Thank you to Major Tom Media for supporting
Yes.
us this whole year,
Thank you,
putting
thank
this
you,
whole
thank
show
you.
together. This is episode 55, so he's worked like a dirty dog to do all that.
Yep.
Email us, otthepodcast@gmail.com. Felix, what's our Instagram handle? I can't remember.
It's ot.podcast.
Perfect.
And,
All right,
Andy,
guys. Well,
thank you.
Is this the last episode for the year? We got one more.
Well, I think it might be the last one.
No, we got like two more.
Do we?
We'll see you next week.
Okay. All right.
Take it easy.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.